So him and Rich got into a beef with each other. And for whatever reason, I don't know the reason as to why they had a falling out. But they had a falling out, and it was a bad one. And Big Boy sent his fucking goons to Rich Piana's house when he wasn't home, him and Sarah. I think they were married at the time. He sent his fucking goons to the house. And in the house, his dogs were there, Sarah's dogs were there, and there was a kid watching the dogs. They tied up the fucking kid, all right, in the chair for hours, while they robbed everything in Rich's house. They took his steroids, his drugs, his cash. They even tried to take the fucking safe he had in there. And then they tried to fucking blame Sarah, saying she's a fucking thief.
All I did was fucking do good things for you, take care of you. And in return, you fucking fuck me? Yeah, Big Boy stole from me, but he's not, we're not married. We don't live together. We're not having sex every night. We didn't agree to fucking be partners. We didn't fucking agree to love each other forever. We didn't are you fucking kidding me? You're a million times worse than Big Boys.
You know, because he used to live in LA.
Yeah.
And then he suddenly moved to Florida. And the rumor is also because of the strength cartel, because he made it.
Yeah, I don't know, dog. I mean, I'm not him. I don't know why he made that decision. I can't, I can't speak on that. I don't know the answer. Only he knows. Rest in peace. And I guess it's going down that way.
Big Boy at some point was admired by everyone who had spent their lives in prison and instantly became a role model to ex-prisoners as they related to Big Boy's story of him growing up in the rough areas in life, spending 10 years in prison, and changing his life positively through social media. For the past 2 years, Big Boy has been in a downward spiral as he would finally get exposed for the lies he had put out on the internet and received the karma big time.
Pitbull Torres, the man who was there from the beginning that helped him start Strength Cartel, just exposed his ass, confirming everything that we've all been saying about him for years. Wait until you guys see all the shit he has to say.
From being one of the most admired perceived gangsters by the Mexican community to one of the most hated in the world of fitness and gangsterism culture.
Let me tell you who does. An insecure, jealous, big girl. That's who does. Because he wants to be hard. He wants to be gangster. Let me tell you a little bit more about this gangster. This gangster grew up in San Clemente, right next to the beach. This wasn't no rough-ass city, Ricky.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It was beautiful. Fucking beautiful. I didn't see one rough part of San Clemente. Then I come to find out, this guy didn't grow up rough. He ain't from no barrio. He ain't from no fucking hood. This fool grew up in a mansion, a 4,000 square foot house with his mama and stepdaddy. You know what I'm saying? God dang, are you kidding me? You're putting on this thug, I come from the hood, this, that, reform this. Homie, you weren't none of that. What is wrong with your fucking brain?
And things aren't looking good for Big Boy bit by bit as his act of portraying himself as a serious gangster, which gained him trust from actual gangsters who are about that life, took a turn once Big Boy got exposed for his fraudness, which could possibly get Big Boy killed as he completely lied and broke the trust of actual gang bangers.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you weighing in at right now?
Right now about 270, 275.
275?
Yeah.
How tall?
Yeah.
How tall?
What?
How tall?
How tall?
Yeah.
5'11"?
5'11"?
Yeah.
Just go verify real quick?
Verify real quick?
Yeah.
For what?
For YouTube.
I'm cool, dog.
What do you mean?
We've seen you before, dog, like try to troll and things like that, man.
I've never trolled you.
That's fine, but we've seen you, man. If you come with respect, it's cool, dog. If you don't want to come with respect,
I do respect you.
It's cool, dog. If you're not gonna respect, dog, then don't come over here, dog. For real.
How am I not respecting them?
Well, just come on, dog.
What do you mean?
If you want to get a picture and get a poster, you let's do it. If you don't, then
well, I can check your height and weight.
I'm cool, homie. I'm not at the doctor's office, dog.
You're at the doctor's office.
No, I'm trying to keep it respectful, dog. I'm good.
But me too. How did I disrespect you?
I've seen your videos before. That's all.
So what's wrong with my videos?
Nothing, just don't want to be disrespected, dog. That's it.
But how am I disrespecting you? I just asked you to hide and wait.
And I told you, dog.
Yeah, but how did I disrespect?
Dog, we're honestly, homie, we're not even trying to go there, dog. We're here meeting everybody, dog. So
yeah, dog. But how did I disrespect you?
I'm not.
I just asked you to hide.
Dude, you're holding up the line, bro. Kick rocks.
Look at dog. Come on,
Bro, I just asked you to hide and wait. Like, how's
and I
that?
told you, man.
Yeah, but why can't I check it?
I'm not gonna give you that, dog.
But the overall question is, where did it actually start, whereby Big Boy had to portray this image, and whether he wouldn't have been in this position if he had just sticked with Rich Piana's 5% nutrition brand.
Let's talk about 5% mentality. 5% mentality basically is a person that's willing to do whatever it takes to reach his goals. And that is basically anything in life. We're not talking about just working out. There's much more to life than working out. We're talking about business, success, education, bettering yourself in every way and willing to do whatever it takes. I've talked to a lot of bodybuilders and I've explained that if we were able to take what we learned from bodybuilding and all the effort and energy we put into, say, preparing for a contest, and we could take that and put that into something else, it would be amazing, the results. You spend 3 to 6 months preparing for a show. Think about what you put into that show from beginning to end. If you were to take and put that much effort into building a business, you would definitely have a successful business that could last you a lifetime, as opposed to, winning a trophy, possibly winning a trophy. And after that trophy is won, it's basically done, it's over. And, let's move on to the next contest. Now, a business lasts forever. So basically, I just like to tell people that there's so much in life and there's so many things to accomplish, and to think outside the box and be willing to do whatever it takes in every aspect to be the best you can be.
So ensure that you subscribe, drop a like on the video to join the Titan Physique army. Stick till the end of the video to find out the actual reason of Big Boy and Rich Piana beef. So let's get it.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm fucking alive! Hey, I fucking died. Thanks for your concern, everyone.
So overall, to sum it up, I'm not gonna go all over Big Boy and Rich Piana's life story. That has already been covered in my other videos. The links to them will be in the description. Please watch them after, as watching them now will make you miss a lot of key points which are very interesting and you don't want to miss them. So let's get to it.
Bigger fan base. I have more, followers, more people wanting to take a picture with me. So I thought it was going to be a huge problem, and it actually hasn't been. It's been really great. There was this one situation where one of the top guys in Olympia, was waiting for an elevator, and I walked up, and this was right in the brink of me starting to become popular, So I walk up, and he says, hey, Rich. Hey man, I'm a fan of yours. I watch your videos. It's great to meet you, and blah blah blah. And I say to him, I said, oh, thank you, great to meet you. I said, what's your name? Okay, it was a top fucking bodybuilder, and here I'm asking him what his name is. Any kind of attention is good attention, and it's when the time comes that you walk in a room and no one cares about you, or you post a picture and no one comments, that's when things aren't good, If I post a picture and I have 20 people hating on that picture, they actually stopped, stared at the picture, thought about it, got angry, and took the time out of their day to comment on that picture. The truth be told is that I think that hate is going to affect anyone eventually. Some people just kind of let it go, and realize that it's just you're coming from, someone who's jealous and insecure, and the sheer fact of who you are, what you achieved, how you look, just fucking angers them,
Reversing back 11 years ago, and this was in the mid 2014, 2015, and Rich Piana was killing YouTube at that time with his 20 to 30 minute long form YouTube videos. which showcased him yapping about his meal preps and eating out on Chipotle. Overall, Rich Piana was a funny person full of loving humor to the fitness industry during that time.
Crossovers, depending on where you bring the cables. Now, if you bring them here, it's going to be for the mid chest. You bring them up here, it's going to be for the upper chest. And you bring them down here, it's going to be for the lower chest. Now,
Rich Piana would launch his brand, which was called 5% Nutrition, which still lives today but doesn't manufacture the same quality fabric as back in the day when Rich Piana was still alive. So the concept that I want you to understand is that Rich Piana wanted to build perception through his exterior image, which was looking like a badass rock star. Rich Piana always wanted to look tough, which led to him covering his body with tattoos and changing the way he dressed to overall develop the persona that he was the guy not to be messed with.
He wanted to have this tough exterior in fitness. He brought it there too. Nobody was bigger than life than Rich. He brought that image, but it was just an image, you know. Like, it went as far as he was like, Mac, what do you think? I know a good surgeon if he just put like the scar across my neck like I've been slit at the throat. It'll look bad. I said, it'll look crazy as like, why? You know, it just was this image of installing fear.
And yeah, we can all say he did look like a monster, but if we can all really just be honest, Rich Piana was not scaring anyone at all. Like, we had seen his personality and who he was, and that in a sense didn't match the desired persona Rich Piana was going after.
About 80% of people out there actually compliment my tattoos, and I constantly get compliments on my tattoos and how great they are and so on and so forth. But there's that 20%. Here's getting his tattoo. I'm gonna talk about tattoos in general, and especially when I'm talking about my tattoos. And basically, tattoos all have specific meanings, but what people have to understand is what matters is what the meaning is to the person that has the tattoos. You know, there's, you know, people say, oh, that means this and this means that, but you know, what it really means is what it means to the individual that has the tattoo. That's what people have to understand. And people are talking and, you know, asking about my tattoos and, oh, you have this, that means you're this, that means you're that. And they don't understand that what I have is what it means to me. So it's completely different. So I just want to kind of let everyone know, you know, and people are interested in what my tattoos stand for and why I have them and what was the reason. And there's reasons and for every single tattoo I have. So let's start with my spider webs. Spider webs on the elbows. A lot of people know what that stands for. It's, you know, basically means prison. You know, you see guys come out of prison with spider webs on their elbows. People don't really understand what the meaning is. The meaning is being confined, being in a place that you have no control, you're confined, and you can't do the things you want to do. That's what the spider web represents. It does mean prison, but for me, it doesn't mean that. Basically, for me, growing up as a child, there was a family member who I looked up to, and you know, he was quite a shady individual, and I knew him for maybe 3 years before he was murdered, and he had spider webs on his elbows, and for some reason, I was always intrigued by those spider webs. Every time I saw him, I just would stare at the spider webs on his elbows, and I don't know, I can't explain why, I have no idea. As I grew up, as a kid, I would see other guys with spider webs on their elbows, and it just always drew me in.
Rich might have saw himself as a big badass that people feared. His fans probably saw him as a loving, giant, tatted monster. Rich would go on to push his agenda and perception and would create his own team in which all members had some type of tattoos covered across their bodies to play the role of portraying as they're not messed with people. In reality, they're all normal people with no background in serious criminal activities. And this is where Big Boy comes in. Big Boy was just coming up and first started his Instagram account in which Rich Piana reached out to him. Rich Piana had already knew that Big Boy wasn't gangster and knew he grew up in San Clemente, a place far from the struggle. Rich saw Big Boy as an actual member that would be very, very persona provoking, as seeing a tatted Mexican looking person raise his eyebrows more than a tatted white man. not to be racist. Keep in mind that Rich Piana never claimed to be gangster, but just portrayed to look like one. Keep in mind, since birth, Big Boy had always had greed and wanted everything to himself. Fast forward 2015 and Big Boy felt that he wanted to start his own brand as he was inspired by Rich Piana and asked him for his blessings to do that, being that Big Boy was under affiliation with 5% Nutrition during that time. Rich Piana accepted, but Big Boy claims that later on Rich Piana got jealous and mad over Big Boy's Strength Cartel brand.
I got into the industry thing because of Rich Piana. He actually reached out to me when I just started my Instagram, maybe within a few weeks of having it. He reached out to me and told him to hit me up, or told me to hit him up, and that's what I did. And from there on, he kind of like put me on, and I watched how he built his brand. And then when I branched off, you could say, you know, I took the game, the business side of it, and utilized it in my business, you know.
It's funny that you brought him up because the first time I heard about Strength Cartel, we were shooting with him for the film Generation Iron 2.
Okay.
And I think it was a situation where it was a rumor that's going on that you and him had a fallout or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that truth to that or no?
Yeah, definitely true. Yeah. Yeah, I've actually spoke about it on my YouTube channel. It was actually my first official video when we had that falling out. I had put a video out there, and yeah, to make the long story short, you know, I was with this brand, his clothing supplement brand.
5%, right?
Yeah, 5%. And he always told me like, hey, whenever you want to do clothing, just let me know, I'll be okay with it. So that's what I did. I came to him out of respect as a man, you know what I mean? I don't have to come to him, but out of respect for someone that helped me out, I came, hey Rich, is it okay if I start doing my own clothing? And yeah, he gave me his blessings. Like, yeah, go ahead, big boy. I got no problem with that. Like I said, when you want to do your own clothing, all good. So I went about and started doing that, and I guess it bothered him, you know what I mean? Even though he gave me the permission, not that I need permission, but out of respect, I got his permission. Yeah, out of loyalty and respect. If you would have said no, maybe my answer or what I would have done would have been different, you know what I mean? But he gave me the blessings. Go ahead, big boy, do that. So that's what I did. And in return, he didn't show me the same respect, you know? He texted me at 3 a.m., like in the middle of the night. And to me, I took that like as disrespect. Like, you can't either call me or sit me down man to kind of let me know, hey, you know what, it's not gonna work out. I don't like that you have your own brand. Instead, he texted me at 3 a.m. and I took that personal and as disrespect, so.
But this story has been completely false, as Big Boy lied about Rich Piana's reaction, knowing he wouldn't call him out, being that he isn't alive anymore. But one of Rich Piana's closest friends and old affiliates of 5% Nutrition exposed the truth that Big Boy was selfish and wanted power to himself, meaning that Big Boy wanted to run Rich Piana's 5% Nutrition brand. Big Boy went on to try to control the brand by trying to sell steroids, which was illegal and could have gotten the brand in serious shit.
Letting go with a text 2 something, 3, close to 3 o'clock in the morning, because he was, and I ain't gonna say allegedly, because Rich didn't like the fact that he was at the booth trying to move gear. So if we gonna say and keep on lying to the peoples on why he got dropped, that Rich didn't want to see him grow, it's total bullshit. It's total bullshit. That's the reason. And this was out of Rich mouth. Because I was wondering why he let dude go. Because when me and Rich patched our friendship back up after our big blow up in Ohio, I was only around Big Boy that one expo. And I could say I witnessed the shit with my own eyes. but it was none of my business.
Rich Piana denied and kicked Big Boy out of the brand, which led to rage and seek of revenge. Big Boy then created his own brand, Strength Cartel, as a form to compete against Rich Piana's 5% nutrition brand. Big Boy's main aim was to seek revenge and walk on Rich Piana. Big Boy would send out goons, the professional gooners, to home invade Rich Piana's home when Rich was gone by stealing his expensive pieces to somehow run down the success of 5% nutrition.
Maybe you think he is, but I know for a fact the fucking crazy shit he's fucking done to Rich, who was his mentor and his person that he looked up to and started him up. So let's get into this now. So him and Rich got into a beef with each other. And for whatever reason, I don't know the reason as to why they had a falling out. But they had a falling out, and it was a bad one. And Big Boy sent his fucking goons to Rich Piana's house when he wasn't home, him and Sarah. I think they were married at the time. He sent his fucking goons to the house. And in the house, his dogs were there, Sarah's dogs were there, and there was a kid watching the dogs. They tied up the fucking kid, all right, in the chair for hours, while they robbed everything in Rich's house. They took his steroids, his drugs, his cash. They even tried to take the fucking safe he had in there. And then they tried to fucking blame Sarah, saying she's a fucking thief. Now, people on the inside know about this story, but it's never been told online. And the reason why I think it's important to say is because you want to call Big Boy a poser. I ain't calling him a poser because, listen, man, even if he doesn't do this shit on his own, he's sending fucking people to fuck with you.
Big Boy saw that wasn't enough and seeked Rich Piana's bird brain NPC girlfriend Sarah, brainwashed her to steal from Rich so that Strength Cartel can win over the competitor 5% nutrition. Rich had then found out about Sarah's scheme and divorced Sarah and also moved out the area because of Big Boy, in which Big Boy was asked if that was because of him on Generation Iron, and he said no, which today is revealed that he knew this whole time and was the devil all along.
If you were out of meth and you're out of your mind and you need a fucking another hit of meth, that's a different story. That's not what happened. You just wanted to help other people out. You just wanted to help people out. You just wanted to help other people. People you owed money to, so you're gonna steal from me and give it to them. Like, why? Why are they more important? Why? That is...
They aren't. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I'm sorry. They don't deserve this. I'm so sorry.
Night, knowing what the fuck you're capable of, knowing what the fuck you are.
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
I didn't fucking do one fucking thing to you.
No, I know.
That's the thing, is people that come and do something like this to someone else for no fucking reason deserve to fucking die. They don't deserve to live on the planet. If I did something to you first, that's fine, it makes sense. All I did was fucking do good things for you, take care of you. And in return, you fucking fuck me? Yeah, Big Boy stole from me, but he's not, we're not married, we don't live together, we're not having sex every night. When we didn't agree to fucking be partners, we didn't fucking agree to love each other forever. We didn't are you fucking kidding me? You're a million times worse than Big Boys. And you fucking connive behind my back with a friend of mine and get him in on it to fucking help you fucking connive and fucking rip me off? And now you're living in my house and everything's just fine? Like, what's going on in your head? Like, what kind of fucking person are you? And you just lay in my bed every night and fucking hug me, and after what the fuck you did? Like, what the fuck? Like, and you sit here and watch these shows at night and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe he's crazy. Like, what the fuck? Look in the fucking mirror. What the fuck are you? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Talking about these fucking people. Oh my God, there's so many crazy, you're a fucking, I can't even believe the fucking shit you've done. It doesn't even make any fucking, I can't even fucking understand it. I can't even begin to fucking understand it. I'm still carrying all my fucking money in my fucking pants. Count it every fucking minute of the day. Oh my God. Hey, what's up, man? What's that? Yeah. So 4 altogether, Anavar, right? Because there was 3 today and then 1 from last time.
That's when I found out 100% that she was with me for a green card, and that was it. You know, listening to that conversation, I couldn't even explain the feeling I felt. Like I felt like I couldn't breathe. I just was devastated, and you know, I had to face the truth at that point. It was like, fuck, like it's right here in front of my fucking eyes, you know. So, you know, I definitely, you know, ended the situation, you know, and confronted her and said, hey, I heard the conversation with your mom, and you know, you're with me for a green card, like you're just after, that's all this is, everything we've done. I mean, the marriage, you know, it's, you know, I moved you down here, you know, I got this huge house. I mean, it was just, I mean, you guys have no, I mean, you probably have an idea, but I spent so much money and just, you know, completely changed my life for this person, and you know, it was all for nothing.
Reason, because he used to live in LA.
Yeah.
And then he suddenly moved to Florida. And the rumor is also because of the strength cartel, because you made his
Yeah, I don't know, dog. I mean, I'm not him. I don't know why he made that decision. I can't, you know, I can't speak on that. I don't know the answer. Only he knows. Rest in peace. And you know, I guess it's going down that way. You know?
Believe it or not, I have been fucking robbed. I've been robbed by people that know me, and ex-girlfriends, believe it or not, have fucking robbed my ass when I'm fucking out of town at an expo. So security is very, very, very important to me.
Rich Piana had then passed away, and Big Boy felt happy and a sense of ego that he finally made Rich Piana his fucking bitch. But keep in mind, Big Boy made Strength Cartel to also do the portraying as a badass thing, just like Rich Piana, so that their brand can align with their niche and competition. Meaning that after Rich Piana's death, Big Boy continued to fake his persona, but this time it wasn't portraying as a badass, but portraying as a gangster, which would be a fucking big mistake. I mean, nothing is way more stressing than living a lie every day for 10 years, which caught up to Big Boy. Big Boy was burnt out from lying to his audiences and Strength Cartel members, which initially caused his downfall.
Don't be jealous! Big girl, that's who does, because he wants to be hard. He wants to be gangster. Let me tell you a little bit more about this gangster. This gangster grew up in San Clemente, right next to the beach. This wasn't no rough-ass city, Ricky. Yeah, it's beautiful. It was beautiful. Fucking beautiful. I didn't see one rough part of San Clemente. Then I come to find out, this guy didn't grow up rough. He ain't from no barrio. He ain't from no fucking hood. This fool grew up in a mansion, a 4,000 square foot house with his mama and stepdaddy. You know what I'm saying? God dang, are you kidding me? You're putting on this thug, I come from the hood, this, that, reform this. Homie, you weren't none of that. What is wrong with your fucking brain?
So make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below whether Big Boy staking with 5% would have made, you know, things not as scrambled and brain rotted as it is today. Show peace.
I'm fucking alive! Hey, I fucking died. Thanks for your concern, everyone. From what I hear, this, that, rumor, I don't know. That's what people, all my... God damn it.